Councilmember Hans Reamer is the one that came to us to see what we could do to assist with organizing a workshop or series of charrettes that would really focus on placemaking, identity, and just a fun movement to try and engage downtown Silver Spring and create a new character for it.
My interest in this started by thinking about the transit center and the property at the transit center that's going to get developed in the future, and the need for more park space in downtown Silver Spring. And I met with WMATA to talk about, could we put a park, on that land? And they said that they would be very interested in doing that. In fact, they had already planned to have a park, but they thought that it was time to refresh the vision for the development of the transit center area. But they would like to do that under the leadership of the community planning agency. And so I reached out to the planning department and I said, there's an opportunity here for us to re-envision this big part of downtown Silver Spring. WMATA would like to work with us and to work with you, in this function. What could we do?
Different from a master plan, the placemaking effort for Silver Spring is looking at public space components, not necessarily looking at planning or zoning aspects of properties. So it's mostly the ideas that can happen while we're developing those other properties. We're looking at what can happen in the branches in between, the streets, the streetscapes, the parks, the public parks, the plazas.
We probably have about 30 people, and we've engaged them with different medium, which would be Legos, play clay, and some cutouts that we've used that are more spatially oriented to different shapes and sizes within the area for public spaces.
So many neat ideas. We have a lot of people here who have great expertise in planning or landscape design. We have a lot of people who just live here and they spend their time here. And so that combination is very unusual, and we got some awesome traction going tonight. I'm really excited.
And what better way than to sit around table with Play-Doh and little stickies, and so we all become children, and that's when our imagination really soars.
I must say I was quite impressed given the changes in our demographics in this area, a very younger, more millennial generation of folks. A lot of them are very vested in their community and want to have a say in it, and this is a great outlet for them.
Denizens is kind of part of what's new and different in Silver Spring, and it kind of reflects a lot of the change that's happening here right now. It's an exciting place, and so we thought that doing it here would kind of be a good symbol. Plus, it's always good to sort of have a very social feel, get their creative juices flowing.
Planning is really all about the community. It's not about bureaucrats or politicians sitting back in a dusty old room coming up with plans. This is really all about getting down to this community level in a casual atmosphere to, loosen people up, but really talk about some serious and vital elements of the community.
It's interesting to see the prepared information and sort of so many choices, the different streetscape styles, the different branding styles. It's kind of the overwhelming number of choices, and how we are going to forge that into a coherent whole is going to be interesting to see.
Going to different venues, I think you're able to get different people. And one of the problems I think a lot of times with trying to get citizen participation is it's not where I am, so I don't participate. But since these are being done in 3 different locations, there's the possibility of having at least 20, 30, 50% of the people, not the regulars, and that's good.
Today we're working in the intersection of Colesville Road and East-West Highway, looking at how the pedestrian experiences that intersection. And also the more important part of that intersection is its gateway character, because it serves to inform other intersections and entrances to the community. What we have behind this is a large plan of the intersection itself. Also, we have imagery that supports ideas for branding and characterization of the site, and great streets examples for people to take a look at as well, to help draw and inspire ideas to work on in our workshop. This is Georgia Avenue here.
So where's the railroad?
The railroad is right here, yeah.
So here's the bridge.
Right.
Here's an opportunity for branding. there's so much happening in Silver Spring and so much that's about to happen with the coming of the Purple Line and the Transit Center. But there's still some real challenges, especially with people being able to get around on foot or on bicycle, and just to really activate some of the spaces within the downtown that have a lot of potential, but people don't really frequent right now. So it's an exciting time.